There's been a lot of talk over the last couple weeks about the potential of the U.S. going to war and political turmoil going on in the Middle East. So if you're someone who's in the process or about to get into the process of obtaining a mortgage, how does this affect your interest rate and how can you capitalize on this opportunity? In today's training, I'm going to break it all down for you. Hey, it's Robert Weinberg, and on this channel we empower people to take control of their future through expert mortgage and financial strategies. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so you get notified on all of our future content. So in this lesson, I want to talk about how political turmoil affects mortgage interest rates and how you can capitalize. A lot of people don't realize, but mortgage interest rates move constantly, much like the stock market, as they're tied to U.S. Treasuries and bonds. So they're not just static, they don't change every couple days, but they actually change constantly throughout the trading day, much like stocks do. Now, what happens is when the economic future looks negative or it looks bleak, investors, they take their money out of stocks because of uncertainty and they put that money into bonds. What that causes is something called a flight to safety because investors are looking for safety when they're unsure of the future. And historically, U.S. bonds and mortgage bonds and treasuries are very safe investments. So based on supply and demand, when investors rush and put a bunch of money into bonds, the price goes up, which lowers mortgage rates. So how can you capitalize on this as a homeowner? What you want to do is if you see political turmoil ahead, as we've seen in the last couple weeks here, you want to get positioned and strategize with your mortgage advisor on the best time to lock your interest rate. Typically, you'll find that these moves are news-based, so there'll be some big headline that comes out or a tweet from the president or something that occurs that causes a knee-jerk reaction and the stock market goes down 200, 300, 400 points. Well, where do investors put that money? As I said, they put it into bonds, which causes these bond prices to go up and the mortgage rates go down. And if you're positioned with your loan application ready to go, you can, as you'll see in a minute, have your mortgage rate locked in at those historically low rates so you can take advantage of the situation. So what you want to do is make sure and ask your lender up front if they use an advisory service. You'd be surprised that most lenders don't. I'm one of the few in my area that uses an advisory service. And what the advisory service does is it's constantly monitoring the market throughout the day, literally on a minute-by-minute basis, to notify us when there's a major change in the mortgage bond market that would cause interest rates to go up, so that we'd want to lock our clients in. So the service that I use is called MBS Highway, and I'll show you a chart here in a minute to explain how it works. So this is the mortgage bond chart going back to October 15th through present. The triangle here is the scenario where they're alerting us to lock our clients in. So you'll see we have not been locking clients here for several weeks, going back to pretty much the middle of December, and now it is January 7th. So with that being said, you want to make sure that you're in a position where you've got your mortgage application in here, because what I've been able to do is I've been getting clients positioned with their refinance applications and home purchase applications over these last several weeks. And you'll see the mortgage bond prices have continued to go up during this time because what's been happening is this is all the news that's been coming out about the turmoil overseas and the turmoil going on in the Middle East and even a potential war going on in the Middle East or a future war that may occur. So we've been floating our clients, getting everyone positioned, and then boom, here today you'll see there was some major news that had come out and it caused mortgage bonds to go down significantly, which means that interest rates are going to ratchet up. So all my clients that were positioned here with their loan applications are now locked in at the best interest rates going back before October. Actually, the best interest rates, I believe, since September of last year, right around where they were at that time, which were close to historical lows. So again, you want to make sure that your mortgage advisor has these tools like MBS Highway so they can lock you in at these optimal times. Had you not had a mortgage advisor that had this information, you'd still be sitting there floating and your interest rate may be 1/4 or 1/8% higher than it was just earlier today or yesterday. So I hope that that helps, and I hope it gives you some good information on how you can capitalize on the news and the political turmoil overseas. As always, you can reach out to my office with any questions, and if you need help with a home purchase or refinance, I'd be happy to. Just get in contact with me via call, text, or reach out to my office via private message. We'll talk to you soon, and take care.